What's your pick for the best video game movie ever? Marshall and I are going to put together our Mount Rushmores here in a bit. Don't forget, you can jump on the stream, watch the show each and every morning. Join the Horde, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. Free Guy. It's Ryan Reynolds' new movie, initially set to be released last December. Of course, COVID happened. Now is getting released August 13th, first to the big screen, and then 45 days after that, it's going to hit Disney+. We talked about movies coming out in 2021, and this was at the top of my list of movies that I was looking forward to seeing. So once they said reviews had come out, I got nervous because it kind of looked like one of those movies that people were just going to hate after you saw more than just a 2-minute trailer.
Yeah, I feel like we almost saw all of the movie in the few trailers they put out. So yeah, I'm kind of nervous about Free Guy.
But the reviews have come out, and they've been really solid. The guy from Rotten Tomatoes said, Free Guy is one of the freshest feeling, genuinely funny, and surprisingly moving big-budget adventure movies in years. Guy from Collider said, it may be the best video game movie ever made. It actually makes you believe you're in a video game.
Okay.
So the reviews coming out are fantastic.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that, honestly, because it didn't look like it was, top-tier stuff from Ryan Reynolds. I'm not going to lie.
Jazz Tanke, it was a tweet said, Free Guy is so much fun, utterly enjoyable. Taika Waititi is the best bad guy ever.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that he was in there.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting stuff. All right, then. I kind of like that. All right, so let's go ahead and start off our Mount Rushmore. I think, you went first last week.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, I'll go ahead and kick off the Mount Rushmore. Once again, we're doing our top 4 video game movies of all time. So making it number 4 on my list. Oh man, this is difficult because there's mostly only terrible video game movies.
That's the bad.
But with number 4, I'm gonna have to go with. Yeah, I love it too much. Let's just go with Silent Hill.
Okay.
The original Silent Hill. Sean Bean, Mr. I Die in every single movie, oddly lives in this film.
What?
One of the only films or TV shows he's ever been in where he actually lives. Silent Hill, based on the Konami horror video game series. I'm going to put that at number 4 on my list of Mount Rushmore video game movies. Actually done pretty well. Some decent horror film moments in it. I actually kind of check it out. It still actually gets rerun on the Sci-Fi Channel. So Silent Hill, make it at number 4 on my list today.
All right, number 4 on my list. I'm going to admit straight up is a bad movie. But for whatever reason, I absolutely love it.
You're going Super Mario Brothers, aren't you?
I'm going Street Fighter.
Oh, okay.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, Raul Julia. I mean, yes, the movie is garbage. Jean-Claude Van Damme plays an American with an English or whatever Belgian accent. The acting outside of Raul Julia is utter garbage. But the characters that come to life from the video game, I think it's one of the best representations of characters from game to screen of any video game. Because you get all the ones you want to see. They're all there. They pretty much line up with, what they are in the game. So I saw it in the movie theater. I saw it when it first came out. I loved it then. I'll still watch it now. Yes, garbage, but one of my favorites.
Yeah, I actually saw that in the movie theater as well. She really liked Street Fighter. It was a good one. All right, so coming in, let's see, number 3 on my Mount Rushmore of mostly bad video game movies, but the best of the bad ones. Ooh, this is tough. You know what? Let's go Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph coming out in 2012. Now, not obviously a straight-up adaptation of a video game, but based on video game characters. Also, video game characters were also in the film. I think Mario showed up at one point, Bowser, Sonic, a bunch of different video game mascots were in this film. Wreck-It Ralph was endearing. John C. Reilly, who's obviously the lead voice of Ralph, very, is it John C. Reilly? Did I nail that?
I believe you're right.
Yeah, I did, yeah. Sarah Silverman, I think that movie, honestly, is really fun. Didn't really like the follow-up, but Wreck-It Ralph, the one that came out in 2012, coming in number 3 on my Mount Rushmore.
That's a good choice. I like that movie. I've never seen the follow-up, and I don't know if I ever plan it.
You don't need to.
Doesn't matter. All right, number 3 on my list. I could have gone with the original Mortal Kombat, which I appreciate for what it is, but number 3 is the new Mortal Kombat. Because it was everything. It was everything I wanted in a Mortal Kombat movie. There was blood, there was guts, there was great characters. It's setting up for more movies to come.
That's right.
And I'm super excited. As soon as that movie ended and you see like Johnny Cage and all that stuff, you're like, I am so in for whatever's next. I just thought this, I mean, for what it was. I mean, it's not going to win an Oscar. I'm fine with that. But it was what I needed a Mortal Kombat movie to be.
It was a great movie to put out during the pandemic.
Yes.
It was one of the very first they put out on HBO Max. That was on my list, you jerk. I wanted that one, but I wanted to put it higher on my list.
Yeah, I get that.
Dang it.
All right, we're going to continue our Mount Rushmore of the best video game movies ever. Reviews for Ryan Reynolds' new movie, Free Guy, have come out, and they're really good. Free Guy about a video game character, the non-playable character, not necessarily based on an actual video game, just the world that video games have created. And the reviews are good, so we're putting together our Mount Rushmores of the best video game movies ever. You went with Silent Hill at 4, Wreck-It Ralph at 3. I went Street Fighter at 4, and the new Mortal Kombat movie at number 3.
Ooh, this is going to be a tough decision here. I'm up next. Let's go ahead and go Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil film. Now, they decided in 2002 to put out a Resident Evil film, and everyone's like, man, this is going to be awesome. It's going to be, Jill Valentine. She's back in the mansion. Nope, they decided to go a completely different way. New characters, nothing really original from the game outside of some of the monsters. And it was pretty good. Like, I was stunned about how much it didn't suck, especially as a video game movie. And back, that's almost 20 years ago. Next year will be the 20th anniversary of this film. I forget the name of the lady who was in it, Mila Jovovich.
Yeah.
She's the girl from The Fifth Element, whatever her name is. She actually starred in that film. Actually pretty good. I'm stunned. I'm going to put this at number 2 on my Mount Rushmore of video game movies that don't suck.
All right, I'm going back to 1983. Kind of like
what a great year.
Kind of like Wreck-It Ralph, not based on an actual video game, but I'm going War Games with Matthew Broderick.
What?
So War Games is the game. So Matthew Broderick is a computer kind of nerd, is able to hack in to computers. He like goes in kind of like Ferris Bueller, changes grades, stuff like that. Well, he hacks into a government computer, and he's going to play a game, and he decides to play thermonuclear war, okay? And he has to pick a side. Is he the United States or is he Russia? And this is early 80s, the height of the Cold War. Well, he thinks it's a video game, so he's like, oh, I'll play Russia. And he decides, he bombs the United States. Well, at NORAD and with the government, they're seeing that these bombs are coming at the United States.
Right.
Well, it was all just kind of like a simulation, test run sort of thing. So none of the bombs are coming, but the government starts freaking out because they thought Russia is attacking. So they have to deal with this attack that's not happening, though they swear it is. So they're planning to attack Russia to start World War III, and Matthew Broderick has to come in, I kid you not, use tic-tac-toe to confuse this computer and to shut this whole thing down.
What a film.
Dude, it is an amazing Cold War, pure 80s movie.
Yes,
it's nothing but nostalgia.
Ferris Bueller does Cold War.
Yes, exactly.
What a movie
it's so good. It's so good, though.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. I've never heard of that film.
You've never heard of it?
So congratulations on deep diving for that one.
Oh, so good. So good. Somebody defend me on that. War Games, great movie.
Okay. Wow. That's definitely a choice. You know what? I was thinking about it. When it came to the Mount Rushmore, I mean, so many great films to choose from. Obviously, Sonic the Hedgehog, Jim Carrey, coming out in 2020. This is like the last film that came out in movie theaters before the pandemic hit. There's actually posters of Sonic the Hedgehog still up in L.A. as of like 3 months ago.
Because they haven't taken them down?
Yeah, they hadn't taken them down because there was no movies coming out. But I'm not going with Sonic the Hedgehog, although I thoroughly enjoyed that film more than I thought of, or should have when it comes to the Mount Rushmore of video game movies. I'm going to have to go with the movie that you chose already. But the movie that came out in 1995, I'm going with the original Mortal Kombat with the song Mortal Kombat. Like, that was my jam. Yeah. I bought the soundtrack
Are you serious?
to the movie just to have that song on CD so I can jam it out in my house, or I didn't think I even had a car at that point. I was just so excited because I love that song. I jammed it all the time. Plus, the girl who played Sonya Blade, Bridget Wilson, 21 years old when they filmed this movie, Cotter. Smoke show. Absolute 10 out of 10. Sonya Blade from the first Mortal Kombat. was a reason I got through that movie so easily and swiftly, time and time again.
By easily and swiftly, mean you had to pause it like every half an hour to go.
I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that, but yes.
Dude, that is a solid choice, man. It's still a great movie. I do like the new one a little bit better just because it's, more of what you expect from it, but still a great choice. My number one, I'm going different. I'm going documentary. I'm going The King of Kong, A Fistful of Quarters.
It is a great, great documentary.
Dude, so good. It is the story about a man who just wants to beat the all-time record for King Kong, and then we're introduced to one of the best movie villains ever, Billy Mitchell.
Man, this is honestly, it's a documentary, and it's free on YouTube.
Yes.
I watched it on YouTube. It's called, King of Kong. It is, I even think of putting it as a video game movie, but it's a great, great, great documentary and well worth your time. And it was like, it's just this every guy.
Yeah.
It's just every guy who just decided like, hey, I want to be elite at playing this weird Donkey Kong arcade game, which is a weird thing, especially for a father with a couple of kids at that time. But he wanted to be elite at this, and he took on the biggest, bad guy of all time who swore he was the best of this, but turns out he was just a cheater.
Yeah, Billy Mitchell is a guy who back in the 80s when video games were a thing was somebody who jumped on that train and was really good at it. And he has not let go. And he has held on to that just like he's held on to his mullet.
Yeah, still to this day. Still to this day.
You get a chance to see King of Kong. It is fantastic. There you go. It is the Mount Rushmore of video game movies. Hey, guys, it's Connor and Marshall from Rock 106.1. Thank you so much for watching our stupidity online.
Daily. We appreciate it. So make sure that you like and comment and subscribe. It's down there somewhere. We're not exactly for sure. We do appreciate it. And, of course, more content always coming soon.